Hey class, it's Nicholas Bowling, and I read chapter 10 and analyzed it, and guess what? Here are my thoughts? That's good for the first. Jeff Klock was the author, and he is a professor at the Borough of Manhattan Community College, and he received his doctorate degree in English literature from Oxford University. Oh, how prestigious. Having wrote the book, How to Read Superhero Comics and Why, Jeff has no definition of what a superhero is. Isn't that just the most curious, strange thing that you could think of? Now, what the thesis of the chapter really is that there is no definition of a superhero. There's no one singular tale of how a superhero is told. Every superhero has different characteristics. You know, Batman, he has a mask, he doesn't have any powers, and the Fantastic Four, they have no masks and their identity is revealed, but they do have superpowers. The genre really expands over all genres, and it is quite intriguing. It is my claim that superhero comics do not have clear definitions, and it is my claim that we, as comic book academics, should keep it that way, so that we will continue to accept the kinds of stories and all their strangest summarized by Comic Alliance. Lunacy is truly what makes superhero comics great. If you read comics, you know that all the big superheroes can be described with stories like the ones above. To say superheroes must have superpowers would push Batman out of the genre. If they must have a secret identity, then the Fantastic Four are gone. If magic makes a story part of the genre of fantasy, then there goes Wonder Woman and Thor. Now, as we can see, this is a clear piece of evidence that superheroes have no definition. Now, superheroes, in my opinion, this is my reaction to the chapter. My reaction to the chapter was, this is the perfect way to describe how I feel about superheroes, because how can you put them into one category? You know what I'm saying? They're all different kinds. You got Die Hard, you got the Hulk, you got all sorts of things. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think that this chapter was my favorite chapter, and a chapter that you should read. Interesting. Now, Jeff's disciplinary perspective is that of a English literature studier. Now, what this means is that not only is he studying what comics have been, will be, or are currently, but what all literature as a whole has to do with comic books and superheroes, and how things can't be lump summed into one genre.
You like Huey Lewis in the news?
Oh, pretty neat. Oh, well, it looks like I forgot to record a bit, or some kind of malfunction. Anyway, they all fight crime and save people. They have that in common, but lots of ordinary folks fight crime and save people. Police officers, firefighters, and good Samaritans are not considered superheroes, even when using good technology or being well-funded. As Syndrome, the bad guy in The Incredibles, put it, when everyone is special, no one will be. Now, isn't that just an interesting quote? Let's take it back to Pasnick to see what he feels about it. Now, what that quote really means to me is that not everyone can be a superhero, and what even is a superhero at this point? Jeff does not start the chapter off by telling you what a superhero is, but he says that superheroes cannot be defined into one term. Isn't that right, Mr. Cameron?
Oh, yes! What is a superhero? A person with superpowers.